Here's what we're going to make today. It's a pop-up card, which is a card with a surprise in the middle. It's a funny clown. Now, to make a pop-up card, you will need a pen, some card, a strip of paper, and some glue. Now, do you think it's possible to make a pop-up card in just a minute?
No way!
Really? Let's find out. I'll have to be very quick. But don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Are you ready? Let's make it in a minute.
Start the clock!
Let's go. First thing to do is get our card and fold that in half and then start drawing our clown. Circle for his head and then a big nose in the middle. Big red nose. Some eyes.
Hurry up!
I'm going as fast as I can. There we go. Let's give him a hat. And some hair. And some ears as well. There we go. Right, now, get the strip of paper and start folding. Over one way and then over the other way. Back and forth, a bit like a fan. There we go, like that, like that. It's a bit fiddly, this bit. There we go. Right, now if I get some glue, put some glue on that side and stick it down there, and then put some glue on that side, I am done!
Time!
Thanks, Toki. What an unusual way of making a great card. And if you've got more than a minute, why not try other designs, like this cupcake? Oh, it looks delicious, doesn't it? With a cherry on top. Oh, how about a ballerina? With a great paper skirt. Pop-up cards made in a minute. Why don't you try it? And here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Fold your card in half and draw a picture. Take a strip of paper and fold it lots of times, a bit like a fan. Glue along both edges of the fan shape and stick it next to the fold in the card like this. Close the card and press it together to make a pop-up card.
Try making it in a minute. Who's left their muddy footprints behind? Hey, who was it? No one prepared to admit it, eh? Well, don't worry, I'll look into that later. But I have to say, these footprints have given me an idea. Try setting your footprints in stone and make them look really old in a stone picture. Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. 3 pieces of card. Some ripped up bits of tissue paper. Some white sticky PVA glue. Whoa! And most importantly,
You'll need some play sand.
you can get that from your local DIY or pet shop. Won't be a minute. I've got it. Whoa! Now, to make your stone picture, like this one, the next thing you'll need will be, oh, that's right, a foot. I'm just popping upstairs to take my shoes and socks off. Now, to make your stone footprint, like this one, take one of your pieces of card and draw around your foot with a pen. And then cut this out with some scissors. Now, be careful because scissors are sharp. So you might want to ask an adult to help you with this bit. Next, use your cut-out foot as a guide and draw around it onto your second piece of card. And then cut this one out too, carefully. Now, take your other piece of card and stick both of your cut-out feet onto it, one on top of the other. And next, cover the whole thing in glue. Next, place tissue paper all over your picture. Scrunch it up and then stick it on. And if you want, you can add extra bits to build up your toes and the other parts of the foot. Now, put it in a tray, and whilst it's still wet, sprinkle play sand all over it. Now, sprinkle off all of your extra sand, and look! It's a stone footprint! Wow! Why not try some other shapes, like a stone hand? It's made in the same way. That is handy. Or how about a stone crab? You can do that by drawing a crab shape onto cardboard. What a little nipper, eh? So go on, try making a stone picture. They're great!
This is a great idea you can try using dried pasta shapes to make hair. It's very easy, but looks so good you'll be able to frame it. You'll need some dried pasta shapes, some glue, and some pencils. Draw a man with no hair, or you can do any design you like, really. Then colour him in. Now add some glue. And then take some of this twisty pasta and stick it on. Look, it makes a really funny hairdo. Let's try something else. Draw a dog. Add some glue. And take some of this straight pasta called spaghetti and break it into small pieces. And then stick it down. Arrange the pasta. And look, it's a spaghetti spaniel. Finish it off with a pasta bow. Why don't you have a go? Pasta tubes make great spiky hair. Wiggly pasta makes really good horse's hair. And tiny pasta tubes make fantastic curly hair.
What a great way of making a really clever picture. Now all that's left to do is frame it.
You can make pictures out of all sorts of...
I'm just cleaning up my painting things. Yeah, you have to be careful when you use paint, not to make a mess. Oh, whoops! Oh, double whoops! Oh, triple whoops! But if you do like getting your hands dirty, why not have a go at this idea?
Forget about paintbrushes. You can make great pictures like this peacock by printing with your hands.
Let's make it! You need paint, paper, a pen, and these. Now to make a handprint picture, like this one here, why not start with your thumb? Let's try thumb printing. It's an egg! Now, I wonder what's inside the egg. Try using a fist print. And another thumbprint. To make... Cheep cheep! It's a little chick! Hands are really handy, and if you like this idea, you could try something else. Try using your whole hand to make this fantastic peacock. Pour your paint onto an old plate. A bit like this one here, and then get printing. Ooh, this paint feels a little bit gooey, but you need to cover your whole hand in paint, like that. Ooh. And then make a fan shape. Now, to use a different colour, remember to clean your hands. There. Now this makes the body shape. And now, add finishing touches with your fingertips. It's a peacock! Oh, I agree. Who needs paintbrushes when you can use your hands? Oh, you brilliant. Try making a handsome handprint, but remember, leave your handprints only on the paper. What? Wouldn't it be great to be a king?
I, the king, by royal command, order everyone in the world to start making brilliant things. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
If only. I tell you what, though, it's given me an idea. Do you want to be a king or queen? Well, now's your chance to make your very own crown. Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. A long piece of card. Some sticky stuff. Some tin foil. Some cotton wool. And some sticky jewels or coloured paper. Whoa! Now, to make your crown, like this one here, first check your long piece of card is long enough to go all the way around your head with a little bit extra to spare. That seems about right. Perfect. Now, draw triangle shapes all the way along the top of your card. Now, these will be the points of the crown. Then take some scissors and cut it out. But be careful because scissors are sharp. If you find this hard, ask an adult to help you. Now cover the crown shape in glue. And now cover it with a piece of tin foil. There. Bend the foil around the shape of the crown like this. Now, don't worry if there are bits of card showing, because you can always fill those in with other bits of foil. In fact, you could make your whole crown this way. Now turn it over. There! Doesn't it look great? Let's put glue all along the base of our crown. And stick cotton wool along the edge. Now we're ready to stick on some jewels or some cut-out paper shapes. Very colourful, but I think for now, let's just stick to jewels. Now for the next job. You might need an adult to help you with this bit. To get a perfect fit, wrap your crown around your head like this, then hold it in position carefully. There. Get some sticky tape and stick it together. There. Great! Now you're ready to rule!
I am the king of all makes. By royal command, I order you to start making things.
Here's an idea you can try to make this amazing picture of a multicoloured wizard in the night sky. It's easy to do, but looks so good, you'll be able to frame it. You'll need black paint, a plastic knife, some wax crayons, and some washing up liquid. First of all, colour in some white paper with crayons like this. Put different colours anywhere you want. It's great fun. Just make sure the whole page is covered in lots and lots of lovely colours. There we go, all done. Now mix some black paint with a few squirts of washing up liquid. Not too much though, you don't want bubbly paint, just enough to make the paint a bit more sticky and gloopy than normal. Then cover your crayon picture with paint. Don't worry, you're not going to spoil it. It's not gone forever. Just wait and see. Once it's nice and dry, it's time for the clever bit. Did you wonder what the plastic knife was for? It's great for scraping into paint. If you haven't got one, don't worry. Just use the end of a paintbrush or an old key. Watch this. It's a multicoloured wizard. Let's put him in the night sky. Why don't you have a go? It's such a clever idea, and you can draw anything you like.
What a great way of making a really clever picture. Now all that's left to do is frame it.
I love making pictures out of all sorts of things.
I've been planting some seeds in my window box. Wow, they're going to look fantastic. Now I'm just going to add some of this special Grow Very Fast and Strong mixture to my water. There we go, just sprinkle some in there and then pour it on. Wow, that works really well. Oh, I've got some other seeds here. This time grass seeds. Ah, these give me an idea. Let's make something. A hilarious head with a grass hairdo you can watch grow because it's grown from grass seed. Let's make it. As well as our seeds, we'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Some cotton wool. Some elastic bands. A pipe cleaner. A paper cup. An old pair of tights. No, only joking. Oh no, actually, we do need an old pair of tights. Ooh. And some of these grass seeds. Now, to make a grass head, like this fella here, first cut 1 foot from the old pair of tights. But be very careful because scissors are sharp. There we go. Now, put some of your grass seeds into your tight. Now these are going in to the toe part, so I'll just give them a bit of a shake so they're all down the bottom. There we go. And now we're ready to add a big ball of cotton wool into the tite and on top of the seeds. Now tie a knot in the open end, like this, to keep it all in place. Now we can pinch out a nose shape from the middle, like this, and fix it in place with an elastic band. There we go. There. Now do the same on either side of the head for the ears. Now, you may want to ask an adult to help you with this bit, because it's a bit fiddly. Then get 2 googly eyes. You can make these by drawing them on white paper and cutting them out, or you can go to an art and craft shop and buy them. Excuse I. Whoa! Ah. Here are my googly eyes. Let's stick them on. Let's get some glue. There's one. And there's 2. Great, nearly done, but he needs a mouth. And for that we'll use a piece of pipe cleaner or a piece of wool. Then put your grass head into a paper cup. There we go. And pop him in a sunny place. Now, if you water him every day, within about a week, he'll start sprouting grass hair. But I don't want to wait a week to show you, so I'm going to use some of my very special Grow Very Fast and Strong mixture. And once you've grown a grass head, you can even style his hair by giving him a trim, like this.
Wait, what's the hairdo?
Sorry, Mr. Grasshead.
They look great, don't they? And this is really easy to do. You can change photographs of yourself or someone else into a character, and it's so good that you will be able to frame it. You'll need some foil, some felt, some glue, 2 different colours of glitter, and you'll also need to get a photograph like this and decide what character you would like it to be. This handsome fellow should be a knight in shining armour. Every good knight needs a helmet and some armour, which you can make out of tin foil. Shape the foil to make it look like a helmet, and you can make the rest of your armour in the same way. This is a breastplate. And some leg guards. And how about a sword and a shield? You can cut them out of felt. Then glue it all down. There, that's how to turn yourself into a knight in shining armour. Let's try something else. This is a picture of Melinda Maker, my little sister. Let's turn her into a princess. What does every good princess need? No, not glue. Let's add some glitter. You've guessed it. Yes, it's going to be a tiara. And how about a long flowing dress? Paint the dress using glue and sprinkle a different colour glitter all over the top. Then leave it to dry. When it's dry, shake off the glitter. There you go. Isn't she beautiful? Those good looks just run in the family. Turn a photo of yourself or someone else into a character. It's really fun and it looks brilliant.
What a great way of making a really clever picture. Now all that's left to do is frame it.
Very impressive. Now take a look at this.
Time!
Oh, it's Minute Make time. Here's what we're going to make today. It's a Pom Pom Acrobat. Look at him. He's ready for action. And to make him, you'll need 2 straws. Lovely. Some glue, a pencil, a pipe cleaner, a pom-pom and 2 googly eyes, which you can get from an arty and crafty shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. There are my googly eyes. I'll put them over here for safekeeping. There, perfect. Now, do you think it's possible to make this Pom Pom Acrobat in just 1 minute?
Not a chance.
Well, let's find out. I'm going to have to be very quick, but don't worry, I'll remind you how to make it at the end.
Stop the clock.
Let's go! Get your pom-pom and pull it apart a little bit in the middle. Then get your pipe cleaner and put some glue in the middle, like that. And then push the 2 together and squidge, so they're stuck in. Oh, there we go. Bend the pipe cleaner upwards, like that. Then grab a pencil and twirl the end of the pipe cleaner around the pencil, like that. And then do the same on the other side. This fixes our acrobat perfectly. Now, let's move him to the side, get our 2 straws and push those together. That's the frame. Let's take our acrobat off and start feeding him through the straw. But of course, he needs some eyes. So let's give him some eyes. There's 1. Stick 1. And a second eye coming up. Right. Now, I've done it! And there is my Pom Pom Acrobat.
I'm.
Thanks, Tocky. Now here comes the fun part. Go, Acrobat, go! Woo! Look at that. Fantastic. And if you've got more than a minute, you could try different colours. Like these ones here. They're different shapes too, like this ballerina with 2 pom-poms and this monkey. Pom Pom Acrobat, made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Pull the top of the pom-pom apart and stick the pipe cleaner into the gap. Then bend the pipe cleaner like this. Now bend both ends of the pipe cleaner around the pencil to make loops. Next, take one of the straws and squeeze the end of it onto the other straw. Thread the straws through the loops on the pipe cleaner. Then glue on the eyes and leave it to dry. Now your Pom Pom Acrobat is ready for action.
Try making it in a minute. I've got something to show you. This is my magic pencil, and it can draw pictures all on its own. Don't believe me? Watch this.
Can you guess what my magic pencil is drawing? What could it be? It's a tennis player. Well done, Magic Pencil.
Oh, it's minute make time. Come on, everyone. Here's what we're making today. A flying saucer from outer space. Yes, and to make a flying saucer, you will need some sticky tape, some glue, a brush, a fluffy pom-pom, a paper bowl, a paper plate, a clear plastic tub and a piece of wool. We'll also need some googly eyes, and you can get those from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Here are our googly eyes. Now, do you think it's possible to make this? in just 1 minute?
No way!
Well, my feathered friend, we're about to find out. I'm going to have to be very quick, but don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Let's make it in a minute! Right, let's get our bowl and put on lots of gloopy PVA glue. We're going to put all around the edge here. Going to put on plenty, because that's going to help us stick it to our paper plate. There we go. We're going to turn the bowl upside down like that and then stick it on. That's going to make our spaceship. Now we get our pom-pom, dip that in the glue as well, and then glue that on top. And then we need to get our googly eyes and stick those on. Now our alien's going to have 3 eyes. There's 1, there's 2,
Faster!
and here's the 3rd alien eye. Oh, I've got to hurry up. There we go. There's his 3rd eye. Stick that down a bit more. Now get some glue on this. This is our tub. That goes on top. And then we stick the bit of wool on top of that. I've done it!
Nice alien!
That was close, but I made a flying saucer in a minute. And if you've got more than a minute, you can paint and decorate your flying saucer however you like.
You could paint it silver, add coloured stickers and make it stand out with a black pen. Or why not make a really big flying saucer for lots of aliens using a bigger plate and a bigger bowl?
A flying saucer made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Glue round the edge of a paper bowl and stick it to a paper plate. Glue on a pom-pom and stick on googly eyes. Then glue a plastic tub on top of your pom-pom. And finally tape wool to the top of the tub to complete your flying saucer.
Why don't you try making it in a minute? Now, take a look at this.
This space picture is out of this world. It's easy to do and looks so good that you'll be able to frame it. You'll need dark coloured paper, shiny paper, tin foil, buttons, sticky stars, a see-through plastic lid, a glue stick and a photo of yourself. Take a sheet of dark coloured paper. To make your astronaut, tear some tin foil and fold it into 4 long rectangles. These will be the arms and legs. Make sure the legs are a little bit longer than the arms. Fold a square like this for the body and glue them down together. Next, tear out some hands and feet from shiny paper and glue those down as well. Cut out a rectangle shape with rounded edges. This will be part of the space helmet. Then stick this on top of the body. Now for the fun bit. Take a photo of yourself and carefully cut your head out. Then stick it on top of the body. Every good astronaut needs a trusty space helmet. For this, glue a plastic lid on top of your photo, and because it's see-through, you can still see your face. To finish off the spacesuit, add a patch of paper for a chest plate and some buttons. Then roll some thin, wiry pieces of tin foil. These look good as tubes on the spacesuit. Bend them round between the body and the helmet and stick them down. To finish off the picture, add sticky stars and planets. Just cut some circle shapes out of coloured shiny paper and stick them on. There, all done. It's an out-of-this-world astronaut in space. Why don't you try blasting off into space too?
What a fantastic picture! Now all that's left to do is frame it.
Isn't it effective? And now,
Oh, wouldn't it be great to be brave and adventurous? Like a spaceman, in fact.
I name this planet Planet Make. Ooh. And I'm going to take this space rock home as a souvenir.
Oh, if only, eh? Wait a minute, what's this? Wasn't this the... Oh, well, this has given me a great idea.
Try making some spaceman Skittles and a giant space rock. They're out of this world.
Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Plastic bottles with lids. Here we go. Plastic washing balls. Some paint and tissue paper. Some masking tape and some gloopy PVA glue. Some pens, some glitter and some newspaper. Whoa! Now, we also need some googly eyes, and you can get those from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. Here are our googly eyes. Now, to make space Skittles, like this one here, you first need to find a plastic bottle like this with a nice rounded top. Now you need to make sure that this bottle is completely cleaned out, so you might want to ask an adult to help you with this bit. Then you can cover it in gloopy glue and bits of ripped up tissue paper. And when it's dry, we can paint it. Now remember that the lid is going to be the spaceman's head and the rest of the bottle is going to be the spacesuit. So paint it whatever colour you like. When it's dry, you can stick on the googly eyes. And now we can add some details with a black pen. You could draw the spaceman's face, his uniform, his boots, and even his backpack. Whatever you want your spaceman to look like, really. And then finally, add some colour to your spaceman's suit and his hair with some felt tip pens. Now pop on your plastic washing ball on top of your spaceman for a perfect fitting space helmet. There he is, a spaceman Skittle. Now you need to make some more spaceman Skittles. You can make as many as you like, but at least 3. Paint them any colour and design that you like, and you're almost ready for a game of Skittles. But first, we've got to make a big space rock to knock them over. Hey! Now to make this, just take some newspaper and scrunch it into a big ball shape. Then tape it together with masking tape. And then paint it with rock-coloured paint. Whilst it's still wet, add some glitter to make it look like a realistic space rock. Now remember to do this on some newspaper or a tray, as this can get a bit messy. And when it's dry, you're ready to have a game. Brilliant! And so, like the real thing, you know, I've always wanted to be a spaceman. Hey! Ooh, but not this type of spaceman! Time to get out of here! Whoa, that was close. Oh, it's minute make time. Come on, everyone. Oh, it's minute make time, and here's what we're going to make today. A wobbly clown. Whoa there, wobbly clown. Stop it. You're making me dizzy. Now, to make a wobbly clown, you will need a piece of white card or paper, a black pen, a small pom-pom, 2 pieces of tissue paper, some scissors, a ball of modelling clay, a glue stick, and we'll also need a plastic egg that opens into 2 halves and some googly eyes. Now you can get these from an art and craft shop or a toy shop. I'll be back in a tick. Right, here we go. I've got my googly eyes. There they are there. And somewhere, oh, here it is. Here's our plastic egg that opens in half. Fantastic. Right, I'll put that back over here for now, because now it's time to do it. Do you think we can make this in just 1 minute?
Not a chance.
Well, I think I can do it, Tocky, but I'm going to have to move quickly. Don't worry, though. I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Are you ready? Let's make it in a minute.
Start the clock.
Yes, let's. Right, let's get our plastic egg, move it over here and put some modelling clay in the middle. Now it wobbles. Now let's give our clown some googly eyes with some glue. There we go, there's one. Right, let's stick that one on. There we go. And now there's another googly eye about to go on. Come here, that's it. Now he needs a nose, and that's the pom-pom. Let's put plenty of glue on there. Oh, he's wobbling around everywhere. Now he needs a mouth, so for that we need the card.
Halfway.
Halfway already? Oh dear. There's the mouth, like that. There we go. Right, let's cut this out very carefully. Round we go. Oh, round we go with the mouth. Round there and round there. Great. OK, that one goes on there. And now he's got a mouth. All he needs is some hair. So I've put some glue there and some glue there. And then scrunch these 2 bits up here. You've got yourself a wobbly. Done it!
Only just.
That was close, Tocky. But do you know, if we had more than a minute, we could have made some other ideas. How about a little chick using a yellow egg with an orange beak? Or a pig using a pink egg with a paper snout? Or you could make an out-of-this-world alien. Why don't you make a wobbly clown or one of his friends? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. To make your wobbly clown, press a small ball of modelling clay into the bottom half of your plastic egg. Stick on 2 googly eyes, stick on a pom-pom for a nose, draw a mouth on some paper, cut it out and stick it on. Scrunch up 2 balls of tissue paper for the hair and stick it on to finish your wobbly clown.
Why don't you try making it in a minute? Take a look at this. It's my magic pencil, and it can draw pictures all on its own. Watch this.
What's my magic pencil up to this time?
Can you guess what it's drawing?
Any ideas? It's a cowboy! Well done, Magic Pencil. Now, how about a brilliant jungle picture? You don't even need a paintbrush to do it. Just paint and your fingers. It looks so good that you will be able to frame it. You will need some coloured paper, a black pen, and lots of different coloured paints. Yellow, brown, orange, white, and 3 different shades of green. Plus, there's one other important ingredient, your fingers. You will need to start off with some dark green paint. But if you don't have any, it's really easy to make. Just add a small amount of black paint to an ordinary green paint and mix together. The more black paint you add, the darker your green will be. Just dip your fingers into the paint and dab them downwards on the paper like this to make the trees at the back of the jungle. And you can use a different coloured green to make even more trees. This is great fun, but it can get a bit messy, so give your hands a wipe in between colours. Now make the tree trunks with the brown paint. You can do this by dipping the side of your hand into the paint and printing it in the same way. This gives you a nice thick tree trunk. Now leave it to dry. For the leaves on the trees, you'll need some light green paint. If you don't have any, just add white paint to the ordinary green paint and mix it together. Make leaves like this. Now for the grass. Dab some light green paint along the bottom of the paper. Add a bit of dark green. You can even add some jungle flowers with yellow paint. And let's make a tiger to live in the jungle. Dab orange paint from your finger in a circle for its head. Add some ears. And now for the face. Add eyes by making 2 small white dots with your finger. Add yellow dots on the ears and cheeks. And when it's dry, use a black pen for the eye and mouth. All finished! A fantastic finger paint jungle!
What a brilliant picture! Why don't you have a go? And then frame it!
Very impressive. Now for something really special.
I've got something to show you. Watch this. These are my footprints, and they've got a mind of their own.
Go on then, off you go. Can you guess what the footprints are making? What could it be? Any ideas yet? It's an owl. Well done, Footprints.
Now, take a look at this.
This is a ghostly picture. It's easy to do and looks so good that you'll be able to frame it. You will need some dark-coloured card, tracing paper, glue, a pencil, a pen and some chalk pastels. Start off by drawing a thick pastel line across the coloured card. This is going to be a spooky hill. Then smudge the line with your fingers. This gives a great misty effect, but it's a little bit messy, so wash your hands afterwards. Take the pink chalk pastel and draw another line. Smudge the pink upwards, and it's like there's a spooky glow behind the hill. Then draw an old tree on top of the hill with the black chalk pastel. Now it's time to make your ghost. Place the tracing paper over the top of your picture and you can still see your picture underneath. Next, draw a spooky ghost shape with your pencil. Don't forget to colour in the ghost's eyes and mouth with a black pen. Then, carefully tear the ghost out. Glue your ghost anywhere you like on the page. Let's make this one float right here. There, what a ghostly looking picture. Why don't you try it, if you dare?
What a brilliant picture! Why don't you have a go? And then frame it!
Wow, what a fantastic picture! I like making pictures out of all sorts of things.
I'm just practicing my silly faces. Look. Ooh. Oh, that's a really funny face. And I know what will make it even funnier. A big silly nose. No, not this big silly nose. I mean a nose like this. Oh, that's very funny. Let's try one more. Yes, now that is a really funny face. And do you know, this has given me a great idea. Let's try something.
Try making a funny, furry monster face with a big nose.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Some paint and a paintbrush. A washing ball. Some paper and coloured card. Glue and a ruler. A black pen, stickers and a pom-pom. Oh! Now, to make a monster face like this funny one here, you need to get a piece of coloured card like this. Now, this can be any colour you like. Now get a small square of card in the same colour, and we're going to very carefully cut it in half to make 2 triangles. Now be careful, because scissors are sharp. There we go. These are going to be the monster's ears. Let's glue them in position, 1 in each corner. There, very good. Now we need to get some different coloured paper. A smaller piece will do, and we're going to draw 2 circles. Now it's easier to do this if you draw around something that's round, like this bottle of gloopy glue. These are going to be the eyes. Now let's cut them out very carefully. Stick 2 white stickers onto your eyes to make them really stand out. But don't worry, if you haven't got stickers, you could always draw circles on white paper and cut them out. Now, to make these eyes look a bit more monster-like, let's add a big black dot in the middle for pupils. Now, glue the eyes onto the monster's face. Now this looks really good, but I think our monster needs some eyebrows. So let's grab our pom-pom and very carefully make a snip in the middle of it with our scissors. There we go. And now if we very gently pull it apart, we get bushy eyebrows. Now we can lay the eyebrows down on top of the picture, around the eyes, and glue them into place. We need to give our monster a mouth, so let's draw a black line like this at the bottom of the picture. We can use a ruler to help us. Then cut triangles out of some white paper and glue them along the line to make a grumpy mouth with sharp teeth. Our monster's missing something. He's missing a nose, and for that we need a round plastic container. Now any type will do, but this washing ball works really well. Now ask an adult to help you find one and thoroughly clean one out. And then you need to paint it in a special gloopy mixture that's made up of half paint and half gloopy glue. Let's give it a mix. Let's get painting. When it's dry, glue the nose onto your monster. There. And now for a finishing touch, we can add some coloured stickers to give our monster a spotty face. Brilliant! What a funny monster face! And why not try some other monsters with different funny noses? This monster has 3 eyes and a nose made out of a plastic egg. Or why not try a happy monster with a big nose made out of an old plastic bowl? Fantastic, funny monster faces. Why don't you try making one? Oh, I wonder who that could be. Let's have a look. Oh, look, it's just a big monster with a funny nose.
I just wanted to say hello.
Oh, all right then. Hello.
Hello. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. It's a funny old world, isn't it? I won't be long. I'm just checking my hair in the mirror. Right. There. What do you think? Yeah, what are you laughing at? My hairstyle isn't that funny, you know. I've had much sillier haircuts than this in the past. Oh, yes. There was my crazy red hairstyle. Oh, that one rocked! I even tried growing it really long, but it just kept getting in my way. So that's why I settled on this spiky hairstyle. But I always have to make sure it looks its best. From the front, from the side, from the other side, and of course, from up above. There, perfect. Yeah, and you look great at home too. Yeah. All this looking around has given me a great idea. Let's try something. Oh, let's make it. It's a great idea. Get it? Idea. No? All right. Let's get some things from the doodle drawers. A thin piece of white card and some strips of it too. Some coloured pens and a pencil. Some scissors and some sticky tape. And a ball of modelling clay. Whoa! Now, to make a sliding eyes picture like this one here, draw a simple face onto a piece of thin card. Make sure you draw the eyes nice and big. And when you're happy with your picture, colour it in with felt tip pens. Now we need to cut out the eye holes, and for this we'll need a ball of modelling clay. Put the modelling clay underneath one of the eyes, and then very carefully with a sharp pencil, push through to make a hole. Now do the same on the other eye. There we go. Now we need to cut these eye holes out, and for that we need our scissors. Now be careful because scissors are very sharp. Ooh, ooh, careful. Now take a strip of white card and slide it behind the eyes. There we go. But make sure there's a little piece of the strip sticking out at the end. Now, holding everything together, turn it over and get two smaller strips and stick those either side of the long strip like this to hold it in position. Make sure that your long strip can still move from side to side like this. And if you find this tricky, get an adult to help you. Now, let's turn the whole thing over. There we go. And draw some eyes onto our card. There! Now we can slide our eyes however we want. And why not try some other ideas with different pictures? You could draw a queen with sliding eyes. Or even a creepy spider with googly eyes. Oh, it's very dark outside at the moment and very spooky. And talking of spooky, yesterday morning I had a real fright. I had just woken up after a very nice dream about chocolate cake when I turned over and saw something that nearly made me jump out of my skin. There, next to my bed, I could see a funny-looking creature with big googly eyes, flappy ears and mad, crazy hair. Then I realised I was just looking in my bedside mirror and that it was actually my googly eyes, my big ears and my mad, crazy bed hair that I was looking at. How could I have been so silly? But never mind, that spooky morning gave me a great idea. Let's make something!
A great but gruesome jar to protect your favourite bits and pieces.
Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers! A plastic jar, coloured paint, a pencil and some paintbrushes, some gloopy glue, and a rolling pin and an old tray. Whoa! Now we also need some air drying clay, and you can get that from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. Here it is. There's our air drying clay. Now to make a gruesome jar like this one here, you first need to get a ball of air drying clay and then roll it out onto an old tray. Let's get our rolling pin and start rolling. Make sure that you roll out enough clay so you can fit your whole hand on top of it. There, that looks about right. Now let's get a sharp pencil and we're going to draw around our hand, pushing firmly into the clay. Now this cuts out the shape of your hand. Now draw a bit bigger than your hand shape so it looks even more monster-like. Look, there's our big hand shape. Now, very carefully, we need to peel away all the rest of the clay around the hand shape, but be careful, you want to leave all of your fingers safe and sound, so don't break any off. Now, get a plastic jar and very carefully bend the fingers of the clay around the jar. Right, here we go. Let's put it on. Like that. As you push it down, it looks as if the fingers are holding on to it. Now you can give the fingers a bit of a squeeze, like this, to make them look even better. Then let's put some blobs of clay onto the hand and the bony parts of the fingers. And you can even squeeze the end of the fingernails to make them into spooky long nails. Now keep going until you've done all of your fingers and then leave it till it's nearly dry. You're now ready to paint your clay hand a spooky colour like gruesome green or whatever you like really. And because it's not quite dry, it's easy to take off the hand and paint underneath it as well. You can add some extra detail to your gruesome hand by painting dark green on the fingers and the rest of the hand and black paint on the fingernails. Now when it's nice and dry, you're ready to stick your gruesome hand on top of the lid. Let's do that with gloopy glue. On it goes. Now we can cover the whole thing again in another layer of gloopy glue. This will make it extra strong. When it's all dry, you can use your gruesome jar to keep all of your gruesome stuff in. Ooh, like these toy creepy crawlies. Eek! How about a beastly hairy hand? This is made with brown paint, and the pencil scratches on the top make it look hairy. Or perhaps a bony skeleton one. This spooky skeleton's got extra lumps of clay that make it look bony. Gruesome jars, great fun to make and spooky too. Ooh! Take a look at this. It's my magic pencil, and it can draw pictures all on its own. Watch this. Can you guess what it's drawing?
Wow! It's an ice skater. Well done, Magic Pencil.
Now, take a look at this.
This is a fantastic junk robot picture. It looks so good, you'll be able to frame it. You'll need some dark paper, different types of silver shiny paper, scissors, a glue stick, a pen, some glitter, fancy ribbon, and finally a star and some stickers. To make your junk robot picture, draw a rectangle shape on some silver paper and then cut it out. This is going to be your robot's body. Place it on the dark paper, which we will use as the background. Draw a head, hands and feet, and then carefully cut them out. Now that you've got your head shape, cut it in half to give your robot a big mouth, like this. Arrange the head, feet, and hands roughly where you think they should go on the paper, but don't stick them down yet. You can make details for the robot's body out of shiny paper and make robot eyes by drawing on white stickers. To make the robot's arms and legs, take your ribbon, which you can twist to make a funny curly effect. And when you're happy with your robot, stick everything down. You can even add a star. Now to make your picture out of this world, put a circle of glue in the top corner and more along the bottom of the page. Add some lines to your star and then sprinkle some glitter all over the glue. Shake off the extra glitter and sweep it up. Look, the glitter has stuck to the glue, making a fantastic junk robot picture.
What a brilliant picture! Why don't you have a go? And then frame it!
Very impressive. Now for something really special.
Here's a magnet. And it likes to stick to things that are made of metal. A bit like... Whoa! Whoa! A can! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, some paper clips. Whoa! Oh, a fridge. Or a shiny metal statue of the world's most handsome artist. Ooh. Anyway, the point I'm making is that magnets are great. And they've just given me a fantastic idea. Let's make something. Why not make a funny face magnet out of tinfoil, tissue paper and a magnet? Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Are you coming? Tinfoil and tissue paper. Some paint. Some glue. And some wool and a black pen. Whoa! We'll also need some googly eyes and a magnet. Now we can find these in an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Here they are. Our googly eyes and the magnet. Now to make your very own funny face magnet, like this one here, first scrunch up a big ball of tin foil. Let's get scrunching. There we go. Now we've got ourselves a tin foil ball. We're going to push down on it so we get a flat bottom. There we go. Our ball has now got a flat bottom, so it can sit down on the table. Now, let's roll 3 small balls of tin foil, 1 for a nose and 2 for the ears. Here we go. Now let's glue them on with a glue stick. Start with the nose. And now the ears. There. Now let's cover everything in a thick layer of gloopy glue and some ripped up pieces of tissue paper. Now, make sure you cover all of the foil on the front and the back, and then leave it to dry. Now decide who you want your funny face to be and paint it. Now to make funky hair, we need to cut small pieces of wool like this. Now you can use whatever colour you like, but I think I'll choose red, yes. Be careful though, because scissors are sharp. Ooh. When you've got some pieces like that, we need to fold them in half into a sort of loop
And glue them behind the ears. And use some smaller pieces of wool for eyebrows.
Then add details with a black pen.
And stick on some googly eyes.
There we go. Now our funny face magnet is nearly finished.
We just need to add a magnet, like this.
It looks a bit different to the one that I had earlier, but don't worry, it still works and will still stick to anything that's metal, like this metal button here. Very clever. So let's turn over our funny face and stick it to the back. And when it's dry, your funny face magnet is ready to stick wherever you want, as long as it's made of metal, like this. Very clever indeed. And there are lots of funny face magnets that you can try.
Look at this one. It's got spiky hair made out of pipe cleaners. Or how about this old lady with pipe cleaner glasses and white cotton wool hair? You can make whoever you want. Maybe a princess with long hair and a pointy hat. Or even a circus ringmaster with a curly moustache.
Brilliant funny faces made thanks to the magic of magnets. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I think I'll stick to smaller magnets in the future. Oh, why does the doorbell always go when I'm doing the washing up? Who could that be?
Boo!
Oh, it's just a big scary green monster saying boo. Wait a minute, a big scary green monster saying boo? Oh, that was a bit of a surprise. But that monster and these rubber gloves have given me a great idea. Let's make something.
Make a monster rubber glove hand to surprise your friends.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. An old rubber glove in whatever colour you want your monster hand to be. How about green? Some coloured card and some tissue paper. PVA gloopy glue, some cotton wool and a pipe cleaner. An old long sock. An old wooden spoon, some furry material and a black pen. Wow! Now to make your very own scary rubber glove monster hand, like this one here. First of all, you need to get a rubber glove, like this one here, and a wooden spoon, and then put the wooden spoon inside the rubber glove, like this. Now we need to get lots of cotton wool and we're going to stuff the rubber glove full of it, making sure that we get into all of the fingers on the glove too. Once the hand is full of cotton wool, we can keep everything in place by tying a pipe cleaner around the bottom. Now it's time to make some monster-coloured fingernails, like this. Oh, they're very scary. Now you can make them whatever colour you like, but I think that yellow looks rather good. So let's get some yellow paper or card and start drawing with a black pen. Now we can cut these shapes out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Yeah. Ooh. Now let's stick the fingernails onto the glove. We can use gloopy glue for this. There we go, all the fingernails are on, so we could add some really scary monster fur onto the hand as well, in a good monster colour. Now, you can choose whatever colour you like, but I think this brown looks rather good.
Cut out a fur piece for the top of the hand and a smaller piece for each finger.
We can now stick the fur onto the hand with gloopy glue. It's looking really good, isn't it? But we can also add some extra detail with a black pen to make our monster hand look really wrinkly and scary. Ooh. And how about adding some monster-like green blobs onto the back of the hand like this? Oh, that's going to make the hand look even scarier. So let's get some green tissue paper and we can just screw it up into a ball like that, and then just dunk it in some gloopy glue and then pop it onto our hand. Finally, we need to cut the end off an old sock. Here we go. Now this is going to be the sleeve to hide our hand inside. Now let's hide our hand inside and pick up our scary, monster-like rubber glove. Oh! There! Doesn't it look great? All you need to do is put your hand inside, roll down your sleeves, and you're ready to surprise your friends. And why not try some other hilarious rubber glove hands? How about the hand of a queen? Oh, thank you, thank you. It's made with cotton wool and sparkly gems. Or how about this spooky skeleton hand? It's made by painting white bones onto a black rubber glove. Because I feel like playing a game of hide and seek. Would you like to play as well? Oh, great! Now, I'll go off and hide, and then you can find me. Right, let's count to 5. Ready? Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! Come and find me! Oh, no, you're a bit cold. No, you're even colder still. Oh, I like this game. Oh, you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. Can you spot me? Yes, of course. You found me. I was here peeping over the top of the sofa the whole time. Oh, that gives me an idea. Let's try something.
Try making a peeping lid picture with a funny monster peeping out from behind a wall.
Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. 2 plastic flip-top lids. Some coloured paper. Some glue. Some paint. And a black pen. Phew. Whoa! Now, to make a peeping lid picture like this one here, start off with a piece of coloured paper. This is going to be our background. Now we need to make a wall. How about this brown? But make sure that this piece of paper is the same size as your background. That looks about right. What we're going to do now is cut a strip across here at an angle like this. But be careful because scissors are sharp. Oh, yes, they are. Place your wall at the bottom of the background. And now for your monster's head. Take another piece of coloured paper and tear a rough arch shape. And now we can place our monster's head behind the wall, like that, and we can glue everything into place. Now, for the monster's hands, take a lighter shade of paper, like this green, and draw 3 sausage shapes for each hand, and make them slightly curved, like this. These are going to be the fingers. And we could even add fingernails by drawing small squares on a lighter, brighter piece of coloured paper. There, then cut it all out. Place the fingers and the fingernails on top of the wall like this, and then glue them down. Now let's give our monster some crazy monster hair. Now we do that by ripping out little triangles from coloured paper. Then glue them to the top of your monster's head. Now let's give this monster some peeping eyes. And for that, we need some old plastic lids that flip up like this. Now ask an adult to help you find some and thoroughly clean them out. Now you need to paint these lids with a special gloopy mixture made up of half paint and half gloopy glue. Now this will make sure that your paint will stick to your lid. Now remember to make a different gloopy mixture for each colour that you want to use. Choose whatever colours you like, but for now, let's paint
Dark green for the eyelids and white and orange for the eyeballs.
Let's get painting and then leave them to dry. When they're dry, carefully glue around the rim of each lid and stick them onto your monster's head.
And when it's all dry, you'll have a fantastic peeping monster picture. Who'll peep at you over the wall, stay asleep,
Or maybe even wink at you. And there are lots of other peeping lid pictures you can try too. Why not try a monster peeping out of a dustbin? Or even a baby peeping out from under the covers. It's up to you. You can make anything you like. But now, let's have another game of hide and seek. But this time, you can hide. All right, are you ready? Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, coming. Ready or not? Now, where are you going to be? There you are. I found you. I like to have a few nice photographs around the place to brighten things up. Take a look. But the only problem is I'm taking so many photos at the moment, I'm running out of frames to put them in. Well, not to worry, I can make one.
Now, I need a frame that's more me.
Wait a minute, that's it! Me! I've just had a great idea! Let's make something!
Let's make a brilliant body-shaped photo frame. This one looks like me.
Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Are you coming? Some paint. A photograph of your face. A clear plastic lid. A pen and a glue stick. Whoa! Now we'll also need some air drying clay, which you can get from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got it! Here it is. The air drying clay. Now to make a photo frame,
Like this.
take a blob of air drying clay.
And squash it into a body shape. Now roll a long, thin sausage.
Now this is going to be an arm. There's one arm. Let's do another one. That's also going to be an arm. Now we need some legs, and for that we need to roll 2 sausage shapes, but this time they can be a bit shorter than the arms and a little bit fatter. There, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a body. Let's start building it up now. Let's move the arms off to the side just for now. And we're going to sit our body up and put our legs underneath. And let's squidge the body on top. There it goes. Squidge. Now we can just
Gently squeeze the end of each leg to make shoes.
Now for the arms.
Stick one on both sides, and at the end of each arm, bend it up and back on itself to make a hand that rests on the tabletop. Next, it's time to pick up our little body very carefully and sit it on the edge of a shelf or table like this.
Now find a photograph of someone that you'd like to put in the frame. That's me, that is. Now we're going to put this photo down and then bring in a round, clear plastic lid and place it over the top of the photograph. That's about right. And then draw around it with a black pen. There we go. That gives us a nice circle, which we're going to cut out. But be careful, because scissors are sharp. Now, very carefully, put glue all the way around the edge of your picture. Like that. And then bring in your lid again and stick your picture inside. There we go. Now we can push the photo
Into the top of the soft clay like this.
and it looks fantastic. Now we need to leave it to dry overnight. Good night. Morning. When it's dry, you can paint it. Now you can choose whatever colours you like, but I think I'm going to paint this one like me. When the paint is nice and dry, you can add some extra details with a black pen. This will make everything really stand out. Wow, look at that! A photo of me in a photo frame of me! Don't I look great? And there are lots of other photo frames that you could try too.
How about turning yourself into a footballer and painting the kit in your favourite team's colours? Or why not try an animal frame with an animal-shaped body and some ears?
Or even better, why not put yourself in the frame? Let's take a photo of you. Come on, smile. That's it, say cheese. There you be. What? What is it? What? Huh? Oh, no. Oh, dear. There! Now, what does every good pirate need? Treasure! And my treasure's made out of chocolate. Now, where did I put it? Hang on. Hoo-ar!
Hoo-ar! Hoo-ar!
Hoo-ar! Ooh! Oh, no! I put my chocolate treasure in my pocket and now it's melted. Oh. Oh, this gives me an idea, though. Let's make something! Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers! Some paint, some paintbrushes and a white pencil. A box with a flip-up lid. Some pasta and some gloopy PVA glue and some coloured paper and a black pen. Whoa! Now, to make your pirate-shaped treasure chest, like this one here, we need to get our box and cover it completely in light brown paint. And when it's dry, we can stick pasta hair all over the top of it, like this. So take your pasta, dip it into the gloopy glue, and then just stick it on the top. There we go. Fantastic. You can do any hairstyle you like. Now, to make your pirate ears, we need a piece of paper that's the same colour as your painted box. So let's have a look. Ah, yes. Now we need to fold it in half. There we go. And we're going to draw our ear shape starting at the open edge of the fold. There. Let's start off with a rectangle. There we go. And now let's draw the ear shape. Let's add some extra details. Now we can cut this out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Oh, yeah. Unfold the paper to give you 2 ear shapes. Now, if we fold along this rectangle here, it will give us a flap. Like that. Brilliant! Let's put on some gloopy glue and then stick it to the side of our box. Now you're ready to draw your pirate's face. This pirate is going to have an eye patch and some stubble. And how about a pirate's hat, like this? Get a piece of black paper and fold it in half. There we go. And then we're going to draw a hat shape with a white pencil, but making sure that the top of the hat touches the fold. Right, here we go. Perfect. Now we're going to cut this shape out very carefully, but make sure that you don't cut along the fold because we want the 2 pieces to stay together this time. Now we can add some details with white paint. You could paint a white eye, some teeth, and even a skull and crossbone on the hat. And when it's all dry, open up your hat and stick it on top of the pasta hair with gloopy glue. And there you have it, your very own pirate treasure chest. Ooh-ar! And you can try all sorts of designs. How about a long-haired pirate with woolly hair? Or even an old pirate with cotton wool hair and a cotton wool moustache. All that's missing now is the treasure. Ooh, hey, let's have a look. Oh, nice. All right, keep your pirate hat on. Hey. I'm just drawing around this mug to make a cool pattern. Let's have a look. Oh, very nice. It's great fun drawing around things. Let's find something else. Now I'm looking for a real challenge, something that I've not drawn round before. Aha! Here's my dinosaur toy. Very cool, but I've already drawn round this. Here's my pasta jar. Now this is great to draw round. I know that because I've already drawn round it. Yeah. Ah, look! Here's my mirror. Now this is great, but I've already drawn round that as well. Wait a minute. I've drawn round the mirror, but I haven't drawn round what's inside the mirror. Me! And that gives me a great idea. Let's try something.
Try turning yourself into a full-size pirate by drawing around your body. Ha ha ha!
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Come on. A large sheet or roll of paper. A pencil and some sticky tape. A thick black pen. And some paints. Now, to turn yourself into whatever you want, like this fantastic Mr. Maker-sized pirate here, start off by laying down your paper. Now, you might want to stick a few bits of paper together to make sure that it's big enough, or you could use a roll of old wallpaper. Either way, use some sticky tape to stick it down. Now you have to ask a friend to draw around you. Come on, magic pencil, there's work to do. Now lie down on the paper, making sure that you keep all of your arms and legs inside. Thanks, Magic Pencil! When you've got your pencil line drawn around your whole body, jump up again. Now you can turn yourself into whatever you like.
But this is going to be a pirate. Aha!
Now you might find this easier to do if you stick your picture up on a wall with some sticky tack, but make sure you ask permission first from an adult. Now take a black pen and start to draw a pirate using your outline as a guide. How about a spotty headscarf? Don't worry if you draw over your pencil lines, you're going to rub them out later anyway. There. And pirates always have one patch over an eye. Fill in the rest of the face with scraggy hair and an earring. We could also add a nice pirate's top. How about drawing on a pirate's hook?
Remember, don't worry about the pencil lines underneath. They're just there as a guide for us. So there's going to be a hook where there once was a hand.
Now some trousers, and on one foot a nice black boot, and on the other a pirate's peg leg. Wow! Fantastic! Now we can paint it. But remember to rub out all of the pencil lines that you don't need first. How about painting your pirate with a red and white stripy top, a black and white spotty headscarf, and some blue trousers? Ooh. And when you've painted the whole thing and it's dry, you can cut it out. But be careful, scissors are sharp. Wow, fantastic! Your very own pirate! Ha-ha, me hearties! And remember, you can turn yourself into absolutely anything. Ooh, this picture of me as a spaceman is out of this world! Whoa, and look at this! It's me as a brilliant and quite beautiful ballerina. I think I look rather good, actually. I'd be a great ballerina. Watch! Ooh. Do you know you can make art out of almost anything? Yeah, it's true. In the past, I've made all sorts of creations from the most unlikely of objects. I once made a picture with my old socks. It was very pongy. And one time I even painted a fantastic picture onto a balloon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I, Mr. Maker, will make art from cotton buds. That will be a challenge. But hang on, they're giving me an idea. Let's try something.
Try making a crazy dancing skeleton made out of cotton buds.
Let's make it. As well as some cotton buds, we'll need some other things from the doodle drawers. Come on. a piece of coloured paper, a glue stick, and some scissors. Whoa! Now, to make a cotton bud picture, like this one here, you need a pile of cotton buds. There we go. Very nice indeed. Now we need to get some more cotton buds and very carefully cut them in half. Now be careful because scissors are sharp. Yeah. Now take some more cotton buds and very carefully just cut the fluffy ends off them. Again, keep going until you've got enough fluffy ends to make a pile. Now, you should have a pile of the long cotton buds, the half cotton buds, and the short fluffy ends. If you have, then you're ready to make your picture. This is the fun bit. Take a long cotton bud and glue it down in the centre of the paper. Now take 2 half buds and place one above the long cotton bud and one below it to make a long line. Now stick half buds either side of this long line. Look! It's the skeleton's rib cage. Now for each arm you will need 1, 2, 3 long cotton buds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fluffy ends for the fingers. Arrange your skeleton's arms so they're waving in the air and then stick them down. Now, to make this triangle shape, under the rib cage here, we need 1 long cotton bud and 2 half buds. For his legs, you will need 3 long cotton buds. For his feet, you will need 3 half buds. And for his toes, you will need 5 fluffy ends. Do the other leg and stick them all down. Now, what's missing? Don't worry, I know, it's his head. Yes, and for his head, let's use some half buds. And some fluffy ends for the mouth, nose and eyes, like this. And when you're happy with your skeleton's head, glue it all down into place. And there you have it, my new buddy. Get it? Buddy. It's Bones the Skeleton. And you could try lots of other ideas too. How about a fantastic fish skeleton with lots of little fish bones? Or even this, a brilliant cotton bud boat. All works of art made from just glue and cotton buds. See, I told you we could do it.
Oh, well done.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Skeleton. Shall we dance? Shake those bones, Mr. Skeleton.
Whoa, boys! What a mover!
Take a look at this. It's my magic pencil, and it can draw pictures all on its own. Watch this.
Here it goes, my magic pencil. What's it up to this time?
Can you guess what it's drawing?
Round and round my pencil goes. What it draws, no one knows. Wow, it's a skier. Well done, Magic Pencil.
I'm just having a bit of a tidy up. I always pride myself on having a lovely, neat and tidy home. Woo! My tissue paper! And what was it that made that noise that made me jump? Oh, look! It's an amazing aeroplane. Wait a minute. Amazing aeroplanes and terrific tissue paper. That gives me a great idea. Let's try something.
Try making a perfect parachute mobile where you can be the skydiver.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Come on. Some coloured paper and a black pen. A ball of modelling clay, a sharp pencil and a paper or polystyrene bowl. Some sticky tape and some glue. Some wool and some tissue paper. And finally, a picture of yourself. Whoa! Now, to make your very own parachute mobile, complete with its own skydiver,
Like this handsome chap here.
we have to start off by drawing a body shape
On some coloured paper or card. First draw a head shape. This one's going to have pointy hair, just like mine. Then draw 2 arms sticking up in the air. And 2 legs with boots on the end.
Now we can cut this body shape out, but be careful, scissors are sharp. Then stick on thin strips of coloured paper like this onto the body shape. These are going to be the straps on the skydiver's suit.
Stick them all on and trim off the extra bits. Now you're ready to turn your skydiver into anyone you want.
Very carefully cut just the head part of a photograph.
And stick it on top of your body on the head shape here.
Now for the parachute. For that, we need to make a hole in the centre of our bowl about here. And for that, we're going to use a bowl of modelling clay and a sharp pencil. Now, if you put the modelling clay down first, put the bowl on top, and then very carefully push our pencil through the bowl into the clay, that makes a hole. Excellent. We need to make another 4 holes now. We're going to make one here, 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 and here. Now take 4 pieces of wool. These need to be the same length. There we go. And we're going to tie a big knot at the end of each piece. Now we need to carefully thread these pieces of wool through the holes at the edge of the bowl so the pieces hang underneath, like this. This is a little bit tricky, so you can always ask an adult to help you.
When you've threaded the wool through the holes in the edges, tie a knot in a longer piece of wool to go through the hole in the centre of the bowl. But this time, thread it the other way, like this.
So that this piece of wool can hold up your bowl. Now we need to cover the bowl with a piece of tissue paper. Any colour will do, you can decide, but I think this green will look good. Before we cover it though, we need to make another hole in the middle. So let's get our modelling clay and gently push the pencil through. Here we go, there's our hole, and this will help us thread our wool through. Great.
Make sure the wool pieces on the edges are pulled out.
And then we can wrap the tissue paper around and stick it into position with sticky tape. Next, we need to attach our skydiver to the parachute.
So, tape 2 bits of wool from one side of the bowl to the back of the nearest hand, and then do the same on the other side. And when it's finished, turn it over.
And now you can hang it up wherever you like. Brilliant!
And why not try some other ideas? You can skydive in your favourite outfit, like this one. Or why not try a rocket flying through space? Or even a skydiving elephant, using a bigger bowl for its parachute.
And it gives me another fantastic idea. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! This is great fun! But I better get back home!
Hey! Who turned out the lights? Oh, it's Minute Make time. Here's what we're going to make today. A super sock creature. To make a sock creature, you will need a long, colourful sock, a pair of scissors, a black pen, some white stickers, and an old empty plastic bottle. Now, you might want to get an adult to help you find one of these and clean it out. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way.
Put a sock in it, Tocky. I'm just kidding. You can cheer me on. And you can cheer me on too. I'm going to have to be very quick, but don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Are you ready? Let's make it in a minute.
Start the sock.
Yes, very funny. Right, let's get our bottle and then our long sock and start rolling it up. There we go. Up it goes as quick as we can. Now, when it's all rolled up, we're going to feed it very carefully onto the bottle like that. There we go. Brill, there it is. Great. There we go. Now, if we pull the toe out, we can make snips very carefully in the end. There's one. There's two. Now, these are going to be the hair.
Halfway.
There's another bit there. Another snip. Fantastic. And now I'm going to tie these two end ones like this. Round and round they go. Brilliant. That makes the hair, and that heel bit makes his mouth. Now, if I get 2 white stickers and draw dots on them, these are going to be the eyes. Let's stick them on. There's one eye, and there's the other eye. There, I've done it!
Only just.
And if you've got more than a minute, you can try different coloured sock creatures with different socks. Look at this one here. It's got different coloured stripes.
Or you could use a small sock and a small bottle to make a little sock creature.
Sock creatures made in a minute. Why don't you try making one? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Slide a sock over a bottle, cut the top of the sock into strips, and then tie them together. Give it eyes using white stickers with black dots on, and your crazy sock creature is finished.
Why don't you try making it in a minute? What a lovely sunny day. It's time I gave my plants a bit of a watering. Yes, my plants love water.
But I don't.
Who said that?
Me. It's Bernard the bug.
Oh, hello, Bernard. Sorry, did I splash you with the water there?
Just a bit, yeah. Oh. But never mind. It's time for me to fly away anyway.
Oh, OK, bye, Bernard.
Bye-bye, Mr. Maker.
Oh, careful, Bernard. That window's not... open. Bernard, are you all right?
No, I'm all right now. Just let me be. No, hang on. Oh, here we go.
Oh, poor old Bernard. He never looks where he's going. But still, he's given me a great idea. Let's make something.
Make your very own hilarious gloopy splat bug to stick on a window or a door.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. An old baking tray, some pink cards and a felt tip pen. PVA gloopy glue and a paintbrush. Some googly eyes.
That I got from the shop earlier.
And some glitter and some sequins. Now, to make your very own splat bug, like this one here, you need to get yourself a baking tray and then some gloopy glue and add a big dollop right in the middle. There we go. Now, using the end of a paintbrush, we can flick out our gloopy glue to make a splat shape. There. Now, we can add our googly eyes on top. And we can even add some sequins and glitter.
Now we can add a tongue to our splat bug.
And we do that by drawing a tongue shape on some pink card. Now we're going to cut this out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Whoa, hey. Now gently place the tongue into the gloopy splat mixture. There! Now we can leave it to dry overnight. Good night! Morning! And when it's dry, you can very gently peel off your splat bug from the baking tray. Here it comes. There. Give it a little shake. And there you have it! A perfect gloopy splat bug. And the great thing about gloopy splat bugs is that you can stick them anywhere. By using some sticky tape, you could stick a splat bug
On a book.
This one's a different splat shape and it's got blue and gold glitter.
Or you can stick one on a window, like this blue one.
Gloopy splat bugs, they look fantastic anywhere. Take a look at this. It's my magic pencil, and it can draw pictures all on its own. Watch this. Oh. Can you guess what it's drawing?
It's a weightlifter. Well done, Magic Pencil.
La la la. I'm just giving my shelves a bit of a dusting. It's always good to keep things neat and tidy. It's hard work though. That's better. Oh. Hey. Oh no! It sounds like something's coming this way! Woo.
Hello?
Oh, it's you, Dennis. Look at all the mess you've made.
Sorry.
Oh, well, luckily I saved all this stuff from the shelves. There's my precious antique vase, my photo frame, and I stopped these eggs from wobbling off the shelf. Ooh, wait a minute. Wobbling eggs? That gives me an idea. Let's make something.
Make a wonderful wobbly egg that will wobble but never fall over.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Are you coming? Tissue paper and a black felt tip pen. Some coloured paint. Some modelling clay.
And
Some gloopy PVA glue. Oh! Now we also need some googly eyes, which you can get from an art and craft shop, and a plastic egg, which you can get from a toy shop or a supermarket. I'll be back soon. I've got them. Here they are. A wobbly plastic egg and our googly eyes. Now, to make your very own wobbly egg, like this one here, you need to start off with a plastic egg like this that splits into two halves. Now, when you've opened your egg up, you need to get a ball of modelling clay and just push it into the bottom half of the egg and squish it down. There we go. And then if we put on the top of the egg, it should wobble. Here it is. Now we need to cover the whole egg in a layer of tissue paper. Now to do that, we need to tear up lots of little pieces of, you've guessed it, tissue paper. There, now we've got our pieces of tissue paper, we can stick them onto our egg by using lots and lots of gloopy glue. Now make sure that you cover the whole egg. When the glue is dry, you can decorate your egg however you like, with spots or stars or stripes. I think I'm going to paint on some spots.
Decorate your egg and leave it to dry. Look, it's got lots of spots and a white mouth.
Now we can glue on some googly eyes.
It's looking good already.
But now we can add some extra detail to the mouth with a black pen. Doesn't it look great? And you can make all sorts of wobbly eggs. How about a rocking red one with green spots? Or perhaps a green egg with pink spots and sharp teeth. I like this one. I'll just give him a wobble.
Oh, that tickles.
Oh, they're extremely ticklish. Hey, look at my humongous paper cup tower. It's taken me ages to get it this tall, you know. It's great, isn't it? But I have to be very careful because the slightest wrong move and the whole thing could come crashing down. Yeah, imagine if I had to start all this again. Now, just one more cup on the top. Here we go. Oh no! My paper cup tower!
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, that bird. I wish I could let him know sometimes that I don't want to be disturbed. Oh, that gives me an idea. Let's make something.
A brilliant hanging sign for your bedroom door that lets your friends and family know when you don't want to be disturbed.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Come on, everyone. An empty shower gel bottle with a handle like this. Some thick paper or thin card and some tissue paper. Some paint and some gloopy PVA glue. A pencil and a black pen. And some bits of wool. Whoa! Now, to make a hanging do not disturb sign, like this one here, firstly, you have to make sure that your shower gel bottle is totally clean. Now, you might want to ask an adult to help you with this bit. Then we need to cover the whole thing in a light tissue paper or kitchen roll. So let's put on plenty of gloopy glue. We're going to cover the whole thing, the bottle and the lid, and then leave it to dry. Then, when it's all dry, you can paint your bottle whatever colour you like. This one's going to be my face, so let's use pink paint. When the paint is dry, we can draw the face details on with a pencil. This face is going to be wide awake. There! Now for the other side, let's draw a face that's fast asleep. There. Now don't forget that you will need 2 ears and a hairstyle for both sides. So let's bring in a piece of card, and if we fold it in half, we get 2 of everything we draw. And now we're going to draw 2 ears starting at the open end of our paper. And we can also draw a hairstyle. There! Now we can cut these shapes out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Ooh. So now we've got 2 pairs of ears and 2 hairstyles, and we're ready to glue them onto our bottle. So let's stick our hairstyle here on top of the head. And we can stick our ears here, either side of the eyes. When you've done that, turn your bottle over and do exactly the same on the other side. And when it's nice and dry, you can paint it. How about pink for the ears and the rosy cheeks, and white for the teeth and the eyes? And for the hair, I think brown would be nice, like mine. Now add some finishing touches with a black pen. And you can even stick on some extra bits of wool for hair. Keep going until you're happy with your hair, and don't forget to turn it over and do the same on the other side. Wow, what a handsome chap. You know, it's like looking in a mirror. You can hang this on your bedroom door this way if you're awake and you don't mind visitors, or hang it this way if you're asleep and you don't want to be disturbed. You can try any design you want. How about a yellow and brown lion? Give it a really wild hairstyle with lots of wool for the lion's mane. Or a silly green monster with green tissue paper and wool for its hair. So there you go, the perfect way of letting everybody know that you want a bit of peace and quiet.